What's good, crypto? I'm your host, Marvin, here to bring you the daily scoop on everything going on in crypto. Welcome. Things are looking good. Welcome to the 100th episode of What's Good Crypto. It's pretty crazy that we're here. It's Monday. We had to start it off early. Lots of things are green in the market. Some things are incredibly green in the market. As you can see, a lot of things are moving well. Bitcoin at $51,500, starting to climb back up. And what we just experienced with Bitcoin over the last week is incredibly important because what we saw on the week closing on Sunday indicates a huge movement because we've seen this before. The past doesn't always repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And if this is an indication, then I think we're going to be seeing some really good bullishness in the market. And it's pretty evident, the market is overall doing very, very well. So let's talk about it as Bitcoin fights back. Altcoins are heating up, and some are even hitting new all-time highs. Could this be the beginning of the second leg of the bull run? I do think so. So make sure to come here Monday through Friday to educate yourself when it comes to investing in crypto to make life-changing wealth. None of this is financial advice. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Twitter at Crypto by Marvin and on Instagram at Media by Marvin. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. Right now we are sitting at 40. 40 is really healthy to me. This tells me that the market is still in fear, so you can still get some good buying opportunities. Not as good as you could have bought in at extreme fear last week. A lot of people have been messaging me about certain cryptos, like, is now a good time to buy? And it's like, where were you when, everything was down drastically? You had so many opportunities to buy, Polygon under $2, under $1.80 even. It was doing nothing for a while at $1.30, and now people are, wondering, is now a good time to buy? It's like, come on. You had all these opportunities. You had all summer, where were you? You had all September, where were you? People always ask for dips, but then they get fearful to buy the dips. You have to kind of swallow your pride. You have to kind of swallow that initial vomit feeling where you're like, oh, this is awful, and just go in even harder. I took some profits. I actually exited my position of Luna. I bought in at about $33 back a couple weeks ago now, and it hit $100. So I was like, you know what? I'm very happy with 3x right there. It wasn't a large position to begin with. I threw in $500 just to see what happened. And I was like, you know what? That takes care of a couple bills for tax season and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Might as well use that money for good purposes to help cover some bills right there. I also threw in $100 at Phantom at $1.30. I wish I threw more. I wish I was more aggressive. Again, these are just last minute speculative plays that I'm not too crazy about, but I've heard good things about Phantom, and I was like, you know what, $100, just toss that in there. Made an extra $100 in a week. Not that bad, honestly. It went up about 80%, 90%, and I got in at about $1.30. It's at $2.30. So a lot of cryptos are bouncing back really, really hard, and I want to take advantage of that and then continue to buy in, buy out, continue to trade that. But nothing too crazy. Again, $100 is less than a 0.25% of my portfolio. I was just like, let's see what happens, and it worked out. Some extra money. Why not? But overall right now, guys, you have to take advantage of it. Things are up substantially in the last couple of days, so I'm personally not buying right now. The only thing I continue to dollar cost average, and I continue to tell you guys this, I'm very open about it, is Ethereum. That is the only thing that I will continue to dollar cost average every single week, just because I think it's one of the strongest altcoins, if not the strongest. It continues to perform well against Bitcoin, and I just think with the usage case Ethereum 2.0 and Matic working alongside it for the ZK rollup, the zero knowledge rollup, to help it, compress the files, so that way, or not compress the files, but compress data, so every transaction is actually compressed. You're able to do more transactions for less, and that's another reason why Uniswap is up substantially, because Polygon is now on Uniswap, so the fees are going to drop down substantially if you use Polygon on your wallet. Taking a look at the market right now, the market cap is sitting at, let's take a look, 2.4. Volume is very, very low. It's at 77 billion, 78 billion. Just to give you an idea, on the last 3 months, normal volume is usually about 110. Let's take a look at the year. Volume has been at 100 billion. 100 billion, 130 billion, 120 billion, 97 billion. And right now we're at sitting like even on the lows, it was 90 billion, 80 billion. So 78 billion is actually pretty low, honestly, for us. It's not as low as it used to be. Let's take a look here. 210 billion. Yeah, the 24-hour volume, 78 billion. Not too hot, honestly. So the volume was much higher at 150 billion. So the volume is kind of tapering off. But with low volume, if we get a good push in volume, we could see some explosive price action. Taking a look at the overall market, Bitcoin at 51,647 right now, Ethereum at 4,100, Binance Coin at 553, Solana at, let's take a look, $203, Cardano up 28% in the week at $1.57, XRP up 11%, Terra Luna at $96. It was at $103, I believe. That's when I exited. I do believe it's going to continue to go further. But for me personally, at the position that I was in, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy the profits. Why not? Polkadot at $32, having a good bounce back at 35%. Avalanche enjoying it close to $120. So things are looking good. Polygon up 32% on the week at $2.81 at all-time highs, and Uniswap getting close to $20. Chainlink right behind it. It's actually at $25 on market cap, almost at $25. So things are recovering very well. Phantom at $2.36. I entered at about $1.30 and bought again at about $1.40. So I took like maybe 40% of my position out just to cover it. So if it goes back down, I'll probably buy back in. I'm just going to swing trade that one. Taking a look at the top gainers, we have Cadena up at $16. I bought in at $20, but I continued to dollar cost average on the way down at $10, at $9. So my position is really good for Cadena. I do think this is going to be a top mover at a market cap of $2 billion as a layer one. I think this one is going to be one to watch, in my opinion. I do think this is going to at least go to $100. Just because of the market cap being so small. The token economics is pretty good. Voyager token at 355. Immutable X is up. Almost everything is up. Everything is looking really good in my opinion. Let's take a look at the losers. Luna down 2%, but it just had a massive run up. Polygon less than 1%. Literally and barely anything in the red. Let's take a look at Bitcoin though. That's why we're here. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the trading view. What is important to realize what just happened on the weekly is that we have a bullish engulfing green candle. What does that mean? Basically, last week's candle, the big green candle, the low of it was, let's see, 45,558 and closed at 50,775. This week was larger than last week's. That is very bullish. Basically, whatever happened when we dropped down from 50,000 all the way down and closed at 46,681 basically got wiped away. We were able to regain all of that and more. That tells me that the bulls are back. What is not too great, you can see down here, is the volume is kind of tapering down. Not a lot of volume. It's not really good. That's not what we want to see. But what that tells me is that when we do get a push of volume, it's going to be violent and it's going to be explosive. Because a lot of people are waiting to buy in at 53,000. Why is 53,000 so important? Because if we go back to September, the week of September 6th, that was, let's take a look, our high was at 52,920, essentially 53,000 on the weekly. What we don't want to happen is to have head and shoulders play out. What that means is that we have the head or the shoulder from July all the way to the week of September 6th. We dip down, then we develop this head with a huge wick up at 69,000, and then we don't want to get rejected at 53,000, and then we could see us sweep the lows. We want to continue to push forward. But why this is important though, why this is such a good bullish candle, is because if we go back on the week of September 27th, we can see that similarly this happened where we had this, week downtrend for about 3 weeks, and then we have one bullish engulfing candle, and then that's when we started to make our push up from the lows of, let's see, 40,000, and then we made our way to 69,000. And that's kind of what we're doing again. We made up for that week, and we have that bullish engulfing candle. And similarly, again, we did that again back in July. We had a bullish engulfing candle. We dipped even lower, but pushed even higher. So the bulls really need to show their strength right now. And again, we want to see us at 53,000. We would ideally, in an ideal world, is that this week we actually get to 55,000, and then we that's our wick, and then we kind of push down a little bit, and we close over 53,000. If we are able to close and rally over 53,000, then I say it's go time. After 53,000, that is the start of the next bull run. I think that everyone's conviction, if we can hold and maintain over 53,000 on the weekly, that'll be very bullish. So this is just the beginning of the week. We are starting in the right foot. This is exactly what we want to see. But I did see a tweet from Rec Capitals that, maybe we are starting to see this $53,000 region get weak. Because if we take a look here, we went to 53,000, we got rejected, and then we went down to 40,000. To me, that's about a 20%, 23% rejection. From 53 to 40 is about 20, 25%, 23% more or less. Yeah, 10, 20, more or less about 23%. This time, when we got rejected from 53,000, we only went to 45,000. And that is about a 12% decrease. So our rejections are getting weaker. That tells me that the bears are getting weaker. That means there's selling exhaustion. The bears can only sell so much until they can't sell any more. So keep an eye on that. I think that as we continue to bang on the door of 53,000, the door gets weaker, and then we get to push a little bit stronger. So if we do see a push against, this 53,000, or actually not 53, 51,000, 52,000, if we're able to push 52,000, I think it's going to be a pretty substantial push in my opinion. Just because every single time we get rejected, it's weaker and weaker and weaker. And last time, again, it was about a 13% increase. The first time was actually about a 25%. The second time, 12%. This time around, I don't think it's going to be that bad, because this time we actually got rejected. We got pushed back down to the low 50,000s, and we bounced back up. So things are looking really good. It looks like the bulls are more of control, but we really need to see that conviction. We really need to see that strength. And again, some top winners. We had Terra over $100, Matic at $2.83. This chart looks so insanely bullish. Like, I can't get over how beautiful this looks. My entry price is about 90 cents. So I'm doing very well with this position. Right now we can see that we have this red candle, but keep in mind we've just had insane weak price action. Insane price action over the last week. So we are enjoying price discovery mode. I am not taking profits yet. I think this is going to do very, very well. All things considered with its market cap, I think that this is going to do insanely well. At $20 billion, I do think that we have room to grow. I think this could be a top contender, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I think this one is definitely worthy of getting over Doge, over Shiba. I think this could be a top 10 coin. Absolutely no doubt about it. And then we also have some other good winners too. We have Harmony up about 28% on the week at 28 cents now. This is one I've been insanely bullish about. I've been talking about this on my TikTok for a while. But we can see here we had this amazing retracement. We topped at about 37 cents. We developed a new higher low, and then we're bouncing back up. That's on the daily. And if we look on the weekly, we're able to go up, test, hold it, maintain, and just bullishness over the last couple of weeks. Harmony continues to be very, very strong. People taking profits here at 30 cents. Makes sense. We have this insanely long wick at 37 cents, and we're continuing to maintain bullish structure on Harmony. Overall, guys, things are looking really good in the market. I think everyone is feeling really, really good. It's an exciting time. Let me know what you guys think. I think that we are starting to see the bullish nature of Bitcoin bounce back. Bulls are coming back. And a great way to end the year. And then next year, I think 2022 is going to be an exciting year for crypto. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out.